Hey guys, it's Drac, and today's is a interesting video from a prop perspective, or a cosplay perspective more so than a performance perspective, I believe. It doesn't look like this blaster is going to get stellar performance, but it is a very interesting blaster. A lot of people have tried making Mausers out of Night Finders before, but this is designed to be a Mauser straight out of the box. This cross-eyed fellow is wielding it. This is a rough picture of what it should look like. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. A good friend and fan of the channel, Andu Mihome, sent me this blaster, and I am very, very excited to make a video review of it for you. I think that the cosplay potential of this is very, very interesting. Obviously, blaster is based off of, there's the ammunition that it comes with, based off of a Mauser C96, which is a very popular German Nazi gun, if you want to go that route. Originally manufactured in Germany, and then manufactured, I want to say, in Spain at one point, and popularized during, I want to say that they were used during World War I, and I'm not going to pretend to know any more about real steel firearms than I do, which is nothing, so I'll stop rambling about that. But I do know a lot about the props that it's been used and based off of. So Han Solo's gun was based off of a Mauser C96, as well as the captain in Helsing, the Nazi werewolf guy, has some Mausers with extended barrels that are very, very cool. So blaster has some instructions on the box here. Looks to be load darts, pull back, fire. Well, that couldn't be any simpler. And then this button is a clip release, so we drop our Mauser clip, which is definitely way too small for any kind of Steffens or anything of that nature. But they sent with the blaster darts like this. These look like regular half-inch Nerf dart style darts with a foam backer rod hollow back end, and then some suction cup tips. So those are pretty cool. And then this appears to be not foam, and in addition to being not foam, much thinner inner diameter than half-inch foam backer rod. Very interesting squishy rubber tip. Almost reminds me of an X-Dart out of Singapore, but with a plastic casing in the back. So we'll fire these first just for the sake of, I think that they'll be more interesting. Getting them into this clip, very difficult. Not a great feeding system here. I guess I could just push them in. Alright, looks like it will hold more than 3, but only comes with 3. I think that that's a strange design choice, but I didn't make that call. Fits inside very nicely. Priming the blaster. This is not for priming. Woo! Almost dropped it. We have a flip-up sight, and here's our brake in the ABS plastic, which leads me to believe, sure enough, that is a full slide. Pretty heavy spring prime there. Definitely a Springer blaster, and then this breech up here that we're pushing into, it looks like there is a pusher mechanism. Sure enough, that was pretty stupid proof. And firing. Handle is actually quite comfortable. Go figure. You base it off a real firearm that had a comfortable handle, and the prop has a comfortable handle as well. Very disappointing performance. Chambering is quite cool with these. Performance is quite poor. Maybe breaking 7 or 8 feet, if that. Let's see how it does with the foam darts that they sent. I guess you could feed them through either one of the barrels. I'm actually going to remove the elongated barrel so that I can get a really good twist fit on here. Firing without the barrel. Better performance, definitely getting 10 feet. We'll try it with the prop barrel on now. I think that all props should be functional if they were originally blasters. Adding the faux barrel really is hindering the performance here, so while it is functional, it's not exceptional. I'm sure modifications could be made, but yeah, definitely modifiable. Lots of standard Phillips head screws. Fire it one more time. I'm amazed by how heavy that prime is. Very interesting choice. Fun blaster to spin, and Andu told me that I had to try this, so I brought some Demolisher missiles out with me. and firing. Maybe not the best performance at all. It doesn't help that my missiles are hurting a little bit. They've been through many a Southeast Nerf Club war, and this one is torn, so it's not going to fire at all. But interesting that you can fit the Demolisher missiles onto this front barrel. I think that that's very, very cool. Overall, the sight is an interesting kind of iron sight. I'm sure it mirrors how the original Mauser worked, but in my case, I don't think that that's necessary. It's definitely a toy. It's not firing very far anyway. I guess if you are arcing your shots, you almost want to use it like a rangefinder, like the old Hypersight line had. No locks to speak of. Blaster dry fires very easily. Probably wouldn't want to do that, as I'm not detecting an air restrictor mechanism of any sort inside the system. A very cool blaster. I like the clip system. I think the blaster has a lot of merits for props. I think that it's much cheaper than any sort of plaster cast you could get for a Mauser C96. And speaking of which, if you want one of these of your very own, Andrew was kind enough to hook me up with not one Mauser, but two, so I'll be selling this one completely new in the package. Package is damaged. It had a long journey all the way over from Chinaland, but definitely going up on my eBay. I'll put a link in the description box below. All of my eBay auctions start at 99 cents, so just whatever it sells for is what it sells for. But I think that it's a cool, pretty unique style of Nerf gun, and would definitely be great for any of the cosplays that use props based off of this. And with Star Wars coming out, that could be pretty neat. I might turn mine into a Han Solo blaster myself. I think that that would be a lot of fun. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. That's been my review of the Mauser C96 replica in foam blaster form. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I like bringing you weird stuff like this from time to time. Got a whole bunch of modifications at about 90% right now that I'm very excited to show you, as well as a full preview of the Thunderdome Arena, which a lot of people have been asking me about, thanks to some of the awesome footage that Rob's been sharing on my channel recently. So, in conclusion, thanks for watching. This is a fun replica, and I hope you guys enjoy your Thursday.